Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be designing a hourly grid layout in preparation for the first week of 2024. I'll be adding in and setting up a matching pre-planning half sheet as well, so come plan with me. And I've got these mild liners here all ready to go, along with these washi tapes I may use, and these Happy Planner sticker books, which I'll pull from. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and lay down some wax paper and get started on this design. I really wanted to do a full pen plan with me for you guys on this one, but I am still figuring it out. So we are just going to set up the decor and do a little bit of pre-planning. But for the most part, it's just going to be the setup process for this layout. This planner has become my main planner, taking over for my horizontal planner. I was using an hourly last year, but more so as a supplementary planner to help me kind of figure out my scheduling. But this year, I really want to pull it all together and have one home base for all the things. So I decided to use this hourly grid layout for my main planner. And because of that, it's a new setup for me. I haven't quite figured out where everything is going to go, but I have decided that I'm going to use a half sheet to help me pre-plan. And the decor for this setup is going to come mainly from the Essential Seasons sticker book, along with this Funky Abstracts sticker book that I'm pulling in now, mainly for the silver splatter stickers and a few other smaller items. The decor, though, is mainly from the Essential Seasons. The way that this layout is designed, it has the hourly schedule going from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. all the way through the week. The 6 doesn't start until about a quarter of the way down the page, so there's some empty area at the top of the grid that can be used for whatever. And so I thought that would be a good place to start this year, just putting in some decor and seeing how this works out. Last year, when I was using this planner, I was actually putting in tasks for the day, but I was also putting those same tasks on my horizontal, so that was a little bit repetitive. I think that's why I'm going to try to use this half sheet to house the main tasks for the week, and then time block in the hourly area, eliminating the tasks at the top. I'm doing this just because there's really not a good alternative for me to pre-plan my time blocking for the week on a paper planner and have room for events and appointments and tasks, because usually my time blocking does adjust. So I can't really commit at this point to having things permanently on the spread like colorful boxes and things when they might not happen at the time I'm blocking out for them, which is why I like the pre-planning method that I use, where I use sticky notes to pre-plan, and then I go back in and actually track the day after it happens. Like I said, I'm still working things out, figuring out what really I can do on this spread without taking away that functional space. So I've put some decor there at the top. I'm even using silver, which is not my favorite, but I do kind of like the light and airy look of it and the wintry theme. I've pulled in some washi tapes from my stash as well to add a little bit more color, and have pretty much kept it at a minimum as far as decor, mainly at the top. I do want to add a little bit of this theme to the half sheet I'm going to be setting up as well, so I'm just going to start kind of getting ideas for what stickers to move there, but I might not commit them until after I get a sense of what exactly I'm putting on there and where. And then this half sheet is just a sheet of grid paper. I will probably add this to my shop. It's just basically the same grid that is here on the Classic, letter size spanning the entire page. The size of the grid on each individual layout in my shop, that is this hourly grid, is not always the same. It's maximized to work for whatever page size I'm working in. So just something to keep in mind, the grid might be slightly larger or smaller depending on what size printable you have when you grab this layout. I've got a ton of layouts that I need to put into my shop and also kind of work through from other planners in my stash. So just bear with me as I find the time to produce all of these new layouts I've been kind of introducing to you throughout this planner setup season. So, okay, I'm already starting to move over the decor using a bit of a roll-off technique from the wax paper. I've put a little piece of tape in between the two pages so that the pages would stick together, making it a little bit easier for me to roll these off without it shifting around. It is a little bit difficult only because many of these stickers are not touching, so I had a little bit of a struggle there to get them off the roll, but for the most part, it went pretty smooth. So next I'm going to separate the pages and then also clean out the holes so that I can put these back into my planner when we're done here. I have a very temperamental happy planner punch, so I tend to just clean out the holes by hand using my little precision cutter here, which is a really great pen knife. I really cannot highly recommend that enough. And my cutting mat from Daiso. So we'll just trim off any excess overhang here of stickers, cleaning things up. Next, we'll put in that washi tape I kind of prepped before. And I decided to just go ahead and do these at the same time since I'm only going to be using approximately half of the washi tape on each page. My pages are never quite perfect because I am doing printables and I cut them myself. Usually one side has a little bit more margin than the other, so I'm just going to try to camouflage that the best I can using the washi tape and making adjustments so that it looks uniform even though it's not quite the same size. And I just layered in those two washies, and I'll trim off the excess. And that should pretty much do it for that. Let's go ahead and set up a few other things. So I always have a this week area over here in the sidebar. Doing something a little different, I put the this week header at the top. Usually I put it below this chart I'm about to make. And I'm using a Pigma Micron and a 3-tip to draw these lines for my chart. This is for video production, so I just kind of set it in there and then write out like the various steps that I use for making videos, including pre-planning, filming, voicing, editing, and posting, along with the images that I need for promos and for Instagram. So I have those there written out as prompts for the various videos. And so I'll vertically write in each of the videos that I'll be working on for the week and then track it using that little tracker. I have jumped over to the half sheet that I made. And for this, I'm going to put a quote there at the top for some decor. And then I'm going to fill out the rest of this for the 7 days of the week. So just looking for something to make it a little bit more themed. Maybe these colorful flag stickers would be nice. trying to make sure that the spacing will work before I start writing things in. And it looks like I'm going to be short if I do the amount of squares I was, so I'm going to need to bump these up a little bit. So between each is about 4 grid spaces per day is basically what's going to happen here. And then I will pen in the days of the week as well. Once I was done with this, I kind of realized these were a little bit much as far as how big I had written in the days, so probably next week I will make an adjustment to that. I'm going to work through these half sheets for the month and see how they work, maybe what I would want to change. Doing it bullet journal kind of style and hand making my own layouts until I figure out what is a great solution. And then once I do, I'll probably set up a printable to use instead. So for now, we'll just do it the way I'm doing it here, and writing things in and adding in the decor to match it up. Adding a little bit of the sparkle in at the top too, again, to tie everything together. I'm just cleaning up a few things. And then I'll also get the back ready with an Alistair method task list. I tried this before in maybe 2022. It's been a while, and I really loved it, but just didn't have a good place to do it regularly in my weekly routine, because I was using the horizontal mainly at that point, and it just didn't quite work with the horizontal. So I kind of put that on the back burner, but I think this would be a perfect place for an Alistair method type list. So I'm going to set up the back for that. I do have a video all about the Alistair method task list. If you want to know more about that, I will link it down below in the description so you can check it out yourself and kind of see how I'll be using this layout. And I've already put in the Monday through Sunday. I'll put in the tasks there on the right-handed side of that. And I'll highlight to every other day just to make it a little easier to follow as I go down the list. Just using a mild liner for this too. If you're going to do something similar, it's a lot harder to read over darker colors, so keep it light. I'm going to add a little bit of washi at the bottom to finish out the theme, and that'll do it, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!